Wilcox, you're no good. Teach your students like you should. Teach your students like you should. I got a chair. Can't you see? Education should be free. You see, can't you see? Education should be free. Wow! Tuition hikes have got to go! Ho ho! Tuition hikes have got to go! Hey hey! Ho ho! Tuition hikes have got to go, hey hey! Ho ho! Tuition hikes have got to go, hey hey! Ho ho! Tuition hikes have got to go, hey hey! Ho ho! Y'all should float. Hey hey! Come on, man. Ho ho! Tuition hikes have got to go! Hey hey! Tuition hikes have got to go, hey hey! Ho ho! Tuition hikes have got to go, hey hey! Ho ho! Tuition hikes have got to go, hey hey! Ho ho! Tuition hikes have got to go, hey hey! Ho ho! Tuition hikes have got to go, hey hey! Ho ho! Tuition hikes have got to go, hey hey! Ho ho! Tuition hikes have got to go, hey hey! Ho ho! Tuition hikes have got to go, hey hey! Ho ho! Tuition hikes have got to go, ho ho! Tuition hikes have got to go. Wilcox was here when he and
Let me take a guess.
across the table
In the Raker Hall. Yeah, we are.
he was there telling me that he would not reject his salary increase, even though the cost of their education, even though tuition is now paying for the UC more than the state invests. That is not a public university. That's a fucking private university. So where the fuck is Wilcox? Where 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 is Wilcox? fucking boss. Where is Wilcox? 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 Chancellor Wilcox, the reason why we're here today is because when I met with you across the table, you said you would not reject your salary increase if this proposal passes. We demand an explanation for that, and we demand an explanation for why you have chosen to, instead of being an ally to students, to directly oppose students in this proposal. You should be allying with us. You should be telling the Board of Regents that the UC should be working with the students on your campus to develop solutions, to advocate for more funding. You should not be allowing your students on this campus to be political pawns. So we demand an explanation.
First, thanks for the energy. This is an important topic, and I appreciate your engagement. Number one, I've got the button pushed. It's as loud as I can get it.
Here, I'll just yell. I'll just yell. Thanks for the passion.
You're welcome.
This is an important topic, and if we don't engage, we're not going to get the right answer. Well, let me make a few points. First, nobody likes to raise tuition, myself included. But costs go up. And so the question is, how do we pay for the costs?
What do you get a raise?
I can talk or not talk. You can choose, okay? So we have to decide how we're going to pay for the costs. And I believe that President Napolitano has done an excellent job of, number one, framing the discussion. This is the first time, in my understanding, that the University of California has ever clearly stated what the tuition increases would mean relative to the state funding. What we will promise to do in terms of adding students to the university, what we'll promise to do in terms of maintaining financial aid programs. This is an important step forward in framing the conversation. Now, you may, and clearly many of you do, disagree with the format, but I believe that framing the conversation is an important first step.
Shade.
Mr. Wilcox, can you please address the question that I asked you?
Which one?
Why have you rejected to say that you will reject your salary increase if this proposal goes through?
My salary is, first of all, and I'm not dodging the question, I'm answering the question, is not set by me, it's set by the Board of Regents and by the President.
You take that salary.
And they've created my salary in the same way we try to set salaries for everyone in the university in comparison to the market. That's the salary. And I can and I have donated money to the university, but that is not going to fix our problem. The problem, one more time, and I'm going back to my office because I'm short for meeting right now. If you don't want to listen, that's fine.
Just listen to him.
Then I'm leaving.
Listen to him.
Seriously, Chancellor Wilcox? Look, you all don't need to be disappointed by this because, to be honest, we knew this was going to happen. If the Chancellor isn't willing to be brave enough to reject his salary increase and to oppose the Regents on this move, why would he be brave enough to come here and speak to students with a couple students chanting out every now and then? This is supposed to be the leader of our campus university, and he's not able or willing to do that? That's a damn shame. So, if the Chancellor isn't willing to speak, is there any member of administration here that's willing to speak, that's willing to justify for him his actions? Because clearly, somebody needs to do it for him if he's not willing to do it himself.
Where is admin?
Where the fuck is admin? Where 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 is admin?
Where is admin? Where is admin? Where is admin?
Where is admin? Where is admin?
Where is admin?
Where
have the head of their basically propaganda machine or PR relations here. His whole job is to talk, right? His whole job is to sell us this increase. So why don't you talk to us? Talk to us. Or you can leave. If you're not going to talk to us, you might as well go.
Speak up! We want answers!
Let him talk. Let him
Let him talk. Let him talk. Let him talk. I want to hear what he has to say.
This is why the Chancellor left, because you kept yelling at him. You're not listening. That's all.
So what do you have to say? We're listening.
The university has a financial issue that it's got to solve. And there are no easy solutions here.
But you failed. You still have failed to answer the question. Will the Chancellor reject his salary increase if this proposal passes?
He said no.
I don't have any information about that. Why would I have information about that?
Okay, that's a no. It's okay. Thank you for speaking with us.
This isn't dialogue, this is yelling.
This isn't yelling. But when students are being pushed out of the university, you have had your opportunity to have dialogue. Every day, the UCR page posts a new propaganda on their page. Every day, the University of California Facebook page posts new propaganda. Every single day, they're trying to sell this to students. We tried to engage in this conversation, but there is one fact that is certain, and that is that the university has absolved itself of all wrongdoing. Yes, the state needs to reinvest in our education, but the University of California cannot absolve itself of its responsibility in this issue. The fact of the matter is that the UC has failed to provide alternatives for the tuition increase. The UC has failed to cut costs effectively. The UC has failed to engage with students in a consultation prior to the proposal. That is when the dialogue needed to happen. The dialogue is now convenient for the university at this point. I agree with that. But the dialogue should have happened before. You cannot blame students for not being willing to engage in complete dialogue when you didn't even consult us in the development of the proposal that is going to impact students. Because this tuition increase isn't affecting the Chancellor. He's still going to have his $350,000 a year annual salary. This tuition increase isn't affecting the public relations man here. This tuition proposal isn't affecting administration that's over there on the sidelines making their phone calls, right? They're still going to get their salaries. They're still going to get their benefits. And who is going to pay for that? So, if the UC is going to pass any proposal, shouldn't that proposal be tied to the UC looking into and providing a tangible cost structure for the university? Yes, it should. The proposal cannot, in one breath, say that we need to increase tuition, and in another breath, the regents cannot at the same time say that salary increases can be going up. That is not being financially sustainable. Thank you. Now, at this point, I think I've spoken enough. I would like to give the opportunity to anybody else that would like to speak. So we'll just take some hands. If y'all, maybe we can form a line or something right here. And if the Chancellor isn't willing to listen to our logic, if he's not willing to listen to the rhetoric that we have to say, then maybe he'll listen to the stories of individual students that are going to be impacted by this in their daily lives. Maybe that will compel the Chancellor to be a leader on this campus, because right now, the Chancellor is being a follower. And who is he following? He's following the Coloretano. He's following the regents.
He's a puppet.
He should be a leader, not a puppet.
Hello, testing. Mic check.
Mike, check.
Now I know who was involved with Occupy. Well, yes. Well, I'm a disabled student, you know, on the Asperger spectrum, and you know, it's just getting harder and harder for me to find services that could, you know, help me learn the way that I'm accustomed to learning. Let alone this thing that's happening right now. And I propose that, we don't attack the people, but we attack the lies. And the way to do that is that we got to look at where the money is going. Who's sponsoring the regents? How could we stop that money flow between who's sponsoring the regents and the regents if we really want to make a change? We have to pose a threat to the welfare if we really want to make a change. Not violence, but we have to not comply. Mic check. Hello.
Hi, how's everyone doing? First of all, props to Abraham. What he did now was, he had so much guts to stand up to the Chancellor face to face and basically call him out, right? So round of applause to Abraham. Yeah, hey. So I wish there was a lot more students here. Representation is represented, of course. But I just want to share my story, right? A lot of us come from low-income families, middle class, or working class, wherever you come from. This is going to affect everyone. It's going to affect the Chancellor's kids if they decide to come to UC. It's going to check the UC Regents' kids if they decide to come to the UC. And it's, for a matter of fact, is that a lot of people who actually were elected to represent us, like Tom Tarlickson, Speaker Atkins, so a lot of people, and then our Congress member in San Diego, Scott Peters, other Congress members have supported the students. So these are elected officials that we officially elected. The UC Regents were not elected by the students. They're appointed by the governor. And basically how someone gets appointed, so if you don't know, is you do favors for the governor then appoints you, and so you're going to continue doing favors, right?
And then they win contracts with the university, like Regent Ruiz. We happen to sell Ruiz food here on campus. That's a huge coincidence, right?
Shame. So I want all of us to stop, don't think about ourselves, but think about our future. A lot of us have brothers, sisters, cousins. You see little kids in your community playing in your parks. This tuition it's going to affect them a lot more. In the past decade, tuition has doubled. So that means by the time my little brother comes here, and if this passes, then it's going to double again. And I'm not sure how, if we're three brothers, how we're going to make it throughout college, right? And I think that's the story for many of us. You have little primos, your little cousins, your little brothers, and they're playing the program. So you think about them, right? This is the generation, and we're basically the next leaders. And if there's no UC students, there's no UC at all, UC Regents. So they need to check their priority and put us on top. So repeat after me. So it's hey, hey, ho, ho, Napolitano has got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho, Napolitano has got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho, Napolitano has got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho, Napolitano has got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho, Napolitano has got to go.
Hey, hey, ho, ho, Napolitano has got to go. Hey, hey,
Ho, ho, Napolitano has got to go.
I'm just going to try to scream as much as possible. So this is a huge issue, but there has also been a recent issue, and I only bring it up because it was a win for the students. Recently, they tried, a couple years back, to affect even how we could protest. They wanted to silence the students so much that the picket signs out here would be illegal. Shame. They wanted to throw us out if we raised our voices. I got a question for you. How many of you all feel more healthy since mid-March? I know I sure don't. The reason I say that is because we've been talking about bloat. I got an email, most of you, if you were here last year, got an email on March 13th last year, or this year, sorry, saying that there would be a reorganization in student affairs. And that as part of that, we were getting a new dean of students. Well, the old dean of students became an assistant vice chancellor for student health. I don't feel healthier. You don't seem to feel healthier. And what I can tell you is one of the people that was instrumental at trying to silence student voices is that same person, and she's sitting right over there. Susan Ella Ortega. She is bloat.
Who else here is pissed off? I am so fucking tired of the political hacks and the private sector hacks in the regent's office trying to tell us what to do without any fucking accountability. This is bullshit. I am tired of our chancellor trying to justify his pay raise while we are all gonna offset it with our tuition hikes. This is bullshit. I simply am just pissed the fuck off. I am pissed off. And I know all of us here are pissed off. Now, but we have a voice. We as students, right now, in this beautiful moment, have come together and shown our dissatisfaction with the administration's dealing with this situation. They're trying to appease everyone, saying, oh, no, it's okay. It's okay, your tuition's going up. No, it's not okay. But anyway, that's it. I'm finished with my little rant. I'll give it to the next person. Thank you all for coming. Yo. Hello, everybody. Tell me if you're mad, I want to hear a hell yeah. All right, everybody. My name is Mobo. This is kind of a privileged conversation. I was here about 4 years ago visiting the school, and tuition was about $11,000. Now it's at $14,000, and they're talking about increasing it 28%. I just want to say something. I was here in the fall. I don't know if this is a privileged conversation, but me and the chancellor were talking about it because you know he's new. But I see past the big smile and the rich white guy laugh, so I asked him. I was like, yo, what's up, yo? Listen up, that rich white guy left just got way richer. He just got a pay raise. Listen up. I asked him, I was like, yo, Mr. Chancellor, what are you going to do about your salary now that you're coming from the University of Michigan and you're coming to UCR? What you going to do about it? And you know what he said to me in September, guys? He said, I actually took a pay cut to come here, sir. My pay cut, I took less pay to come here, sir. And now we're here in October, and he's talking about taking a pay raise. And we're going to San Francisco tomorrow because we're pissed about that shit. So now I want to know, is this guy going to take his tuition or his little pay raise, or is that going to be bounced on the back of ours? You know what I'm saying? Like, my little brother's at a community college because he couldn't afford to come here. All summer long, I'm over here thinking about all the big brother shit I get to do, walking my little brother around campus, taking him under the bell tower, having him guest swipe me into the dorms. You know what I'm saying? I was thinking about all that, but he can't come here. Why? Because tuition increases every single year. I know a lot of people here aren't paying full tuition. A lot of people get financial aid. 55 to 60% of us aren't paying any of this. It's not going to affect us next year. We're still going to get our Pell Grant. We're still going to get our Cal Grant. But what about your friends, y'all? What about your friends? You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, everybody. I mean, that's all I really had to say. I'm too pissed to say anything. Hey, ho, ho. Napolitano has got to go. Hey. Hello?
Can everybody hear me in the back? All right. I want to talk a quick second about dialogue, because that's the word I've been hearing a lot today. Okay, so there can be no talk of dialogue here because we were not included in the conversation to begin with. I've been here 5 years, and so that's the word I like to throw around whenever there's a lot of this political organization on campus. I like to say, well, you should just listen to us. You should just listen to us. But that's bullshit because they never listened to you in the first place. The only thing you have to understand here is that there's the ones in power, the ones who are organizing the entire UC system for their interests, and those of us, the rest of us who are affected by it. So ultimately, you have to understand is they're always going to find a way to silence your voice. Okay, they're always going to say, just listen, but it's a way of silencing you. Okay, so yes, we're all mad at Wilcox. Yes, we're mad at this particular administration, but in general, need to be mad at the entire UC Regents and the entire UC system because they're the ones structuring it, and these are the pawns they put in front of us to take all the heat. Their job is to stand here and say, yes, we stand with you, rah, 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 but, you know, you should just think about me, you're hurting me. You know, but the point is, at the end of the day, they're standing on the opposite line. They're standing with the other interests, the ones that are ultimately there to raise tuition and everything. So I just wanted to say that. Thank you.
Everybody can hear me? Okay, cool. So I'm pretty sure UCR isn't the only school raising tuition in the UC system, am I right?
Yeah.
All right. The reason they're probably raising tuition is A, people on the council want pay raises. Can't say that I blame them. Everybody wants a pay raise, right? However, we're getting taxed so much in California that everything's going up because our money isn't going as far as it used to. Where $1 used to buy you a freaking candy bar or a bag of chips, now it's $1.75 for a bag of chips that literally says it's 99 cents on it. Shame! Why don't we take this fight and why don't we go to the Capitol? Why don't we go to the capital of California and be like, hey guys, look, we want an education. We want to go to an actual university. We don't always want to go to a community college, you know, but not all of us have the ability to come here. We are very lucky to be here. However, we need to do something as a student body and go to the top if people here at the top aren't listening to us. We should get in contact with everybody at other UC schools, talk to them, and take the fight to the capital of California. Yeah. Hey, why not? He's the one raising taxes and delegating everything and signing everything for everybody. Why not?
Yeah, so I just want to say real quick that she brings up a great point, right? The fight does not stop here. It can't stop here. Because what's going to happen tomorrow is they're going to come out, they're going to have their little mock meeting where they already know what they're going to do, and they're going to vote for this tuition proposal. The UC cannot and will not be absolved of its responsibility in this mess, but the state is also to be held accountable. And we will hold the state accountable. But we also can't fall into the trick that the regents, Napolitano, the chancellor, and admin are using to get us off their case. And that trick is telling us that the state is the only one with responsibility in this issue. That is not the truth. Administration and the regents are also to blame. I want everybody to be mindful of that because I think that's an important misconception of how they're trying to shift our framing and shift our discussion, and we cannot allow them to control the discussion anymore because they have controlled the discussion for too long.
When you see students are under attack, what do we do? Like, when you see students are under attack, what do we do?
Stand up like that!
When you see students are under attack, what do we do?
Stand up like that!
When you see students are under attack, what do we do?
Stand up like that!
Listen, I forgot to say something. I don't want to cut into other people's turns, but you know the fact that they're having the meeting in San Francisco, UC San Francisco, there's no undergrads there. There's like really little population. That's not dialogue. That's hiding. Because the last time they came to UC campus, I was there. They couldn't even leave because we wanted to talk. Okay? And so they're scared. They're scared of each and every one of you, and that's why they run to their little hiding place because it's away from all the undergraduate campuses. Only the people in the Bay can go out there. So just keep that in mind.
Can y'all hear me? When I was at community college for 4 years, working full-time and taking a full load of classes, I didn't realize that I was just there to frame a debate. Did you? No. Were you doing all that you did to get here to the UC so that you could frame a debate? No. Were you here so that you could help them make a better case by being forced to pay money that you can't afford? No. Is $600 a lot of money to you? Yes. I am personally offended at the idea that that raise is a drop in the ocean when $600 to me is my month's rent. And I never know if I'm going to have a month's rent. I don't feel like a drip. I don't feel like a drop. I feel like a person. I don't feel like a debate, and I don't feel like a frame. I feel like a student. me that your raise is a drop in the ocean, that's insulting. That's insulting. I am a first-generation college student. I know probably most of y'all are first-generation college students too. That's right. We're working jobs here. We're working full-time and going to school full-time and commuting 20 hours a week and taking care of our children or our parents or our cousins and barely scraping by so that we can get an education. And you want to come out here and tell me that that's a drop? That all that work is a drop? Is a drip? That's my life. That's an insult.
All right, I think I'm just going to yell. Can you all hear me?
Yeah.
All right. Instead of focusing on all these politician stuff for a minute, I want to give a shout out to all you who showed up. Because this is important. This is important. They're still going to get their raise, the prices are going to go up, but that's because change is slow. But change is also inevitable. And all of us here today are ensuring that it's a change in the right direction instead of regression, like the past few decades, where we've just had wealth extracted from the bottom to the top. The change that's going to occur is going to happen here. It's going to start on campuses. It's going to start with you all. Thank you.
No cuts, no fees, education should be free. No cuts, no fees, education should